Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a bottle of Berliner Bürgerbräu Premium and it's Rotkehlchen. It's 5.3% ABV and it's brewed at Berliner Kindl Schultheiss Brauerei in Berlin, Germany. There you go. Gold bottle cap on this one. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. But I'd like to thank our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk. They're the UK's largest online beer store with great German beer like this. Beer then from, I've had some Polish beer from them, Belgian, French beer, American beer. I believe they carry some Canadian beer as well. So really, the name speaks for itself. beersofeurope.co.uk. A great selection of world beer. Go and try and order some, or go and order some. Don't go and try and order some. Go and order some. It's great stuff. But let's get on with the beer. The beer then in the glass is an amber coloured beer. It's got a hint of redness about it. Loads of carbonation streaming from the bottom of the glass, and it's kind of the carbonation's kind of clinging on the side and shooting up to the top. It had a 1 to 2 finger head as I poured it, but that's kind of dissipating quite quickly now. It's a very clear glass of beer. There's no haziness going on whatsoever, and now it's time to get this all important aroma. I do like a good German beer. Picking up lemon and a bit of sweet malt. You get that definite German yeast, that kind of dryness. It's very similar to a Belgian yeast. It smells quite fruity. I'm going to dive in. Cheers. Big aspects of a nice chewy bready malt in the beer. It's nice and sweet, but it's that hop aroma you get, that lemon. It's most definitely there in the aroma. It's slightly there in the taste, but this beer is a big chewy malty monster of a beer. If you like a big kind of malty lager, this is for you. It's very refreshing. It's clean, it's crisp, and it's just so sharp. Sharp in a kind of, it's them words when you see adverts on the television for beer. You always see the word crisp, you always see the words extra cold. They're marketing terms that perhaps should not be on these, pardon me, on the beer that they're mentioning. But for beers like this quality stuff from Germany, a good quality premium lager, it deserves crisp and not extra cold. It doesn't deserve that. Nothing deserves extra cold, but it deserves crisp and sharp and refreshing and very tasty, very tasty. I've chilled it slightly and it makes the beer. I will try a bottle of this one day at room temperature, but I've chilled this slightly because we're heading into the summer months slowly and I fancy something a little cool today, and this is fantastic. It's doing everything I want it to do. There's a bit of lemon in there, there's a nice kind of breadiness with the malt which I mentioned, but a kind of crusty bread. And it's very unusual to get that from, or certainly in the UK, when they say premium pills or premium lager, generally it's not the case. But in Germany, with the Reichsverbot, the German purity law, you're only allowed to use 4 ingredients, and it really kind of restricts German brewers. Not that they would probably want to, but it stops them putting any nasty stuff in the beer like you see a lot in the UK from the big breweries. Right then, I'm going to wrap this review up. Final thoughts on a tasting and a rating. Everything I've covered really. It's crisp, it's dry, it's fruity, it's malty, it's incredibly refreshing beer. Really is. I'm going to give this, for everything I've mentioned, it's a good beer. It's an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.